Jonathan has succeeded in destroying everything, destroying the wife, the child, himself, and Hanks. In fact, everybody. Jonathan has succeeded in destroying and ruining everybody. Guys, you'll be asking me, what did Jonathan do? The question is, what has he not done? Jonathan has done more than we even imagine. Welcome back to another episode. Today's one, I don't even know how to tell you, but it's something that you don't want to miss or skip for anything. Don't forget that the only thing you can do for us to keep bringing out more episodes is to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and drop a comment. Let me take you through everything that Jonathan did. I was like, what kind of a man? In the process of trying to hurt other people, you have destroyed yourself. So guys, Clara went to meet with Hank's assistant. On meeting the girl, Clara told her that you are the only person that can tell me the truth, what happened. My husband has said his own, Hanks has said his own, but I believe you are the only person that can tell me the exact thing that happened. What really happened? Did Hanks slap my husband? What happened in that office? And this girl was like, ma'am, your husband is so rude. Your husband came to the office for the first time, came into my boss office, sat on his chair, placed his leg on his table, and ordered for a tea and coffee and bread, everything to be drinking in my boss office. And when my boss saw him, my boss didn't even do anything to him. My boss only asked him to leave his office, and your husband refused. That was when my boss now asked the security to chew your husband outside, and they threw him outside. That was what happened. And this Clara was like, are you serious? The girl said, yes, ma. That was exactly what happened. Hans did not do anything to your husband. Your husband was the only person disrespecting. In fact, your husband is so arrogant. And Clara was like, so this is what happened. In that angry state, Clara went to the office immediately. As she was trying to enter, Jonathan was coming outside, and she slapped Jonathan. And Jonathan was like, what is it? Why are you slapping me? And Clara started talking to Jonathan. How can you be this mean? Why are you lying like this? Do you know what you made me do? I went to Hank's house and slapped him just because of the nonsense lies that you told. How can you do this? And Jonathan asked Clara, how dare you slap me? Is it because I've been keeping quiet? Who are you? Who are you? And he slapped Clara. And Clara was like, how dare you? How dare you slap me with everything you have done? And both of them started holding themselves and were fighting, quarreling. As they were talking and arguing, Hans came outside and said, stop it right now. Stop it. Two grown adults disgracing yourself. Stop it now. Don't ever try this. I don't want this to happen in my office. And ordered them to meet him in his office. So both of them now came in, Clara and Jonathan, husband and wife, standing, and Hans started talking to them. Don't you people recognize that this is an office? How can you come to my office and be embarrassing yourself, fighting in my office? How dare you? Clara wanted to speak, but Hans was so angry that Hans asked Clara to shut up. I don't want to hear anything. In fact, Hans was so angry that he did not want to hear anything. At a point, Jonathan wanted to speak, and Hans said, I said you both to shut up and leave my office. One thing I want is, let this not happen again in my office. And Clara was like, I will still need to talk to you. And Hans said, get out of my office. I don't want to hear anything. And Clara got angry, carried her bag, and left. Jonathan also wanted to start talking. Hank said, what are you still doing here? If you even see how he was looking at his boss, Hank asked him, get out of my office. He also left. Guys, guess what? The hypocrite liar, the demonic liar, now cried again. The cry, evil man came back to the house before Clara could get home. And when he came in, the daughter and the mother-in-law was there, and he started crying again. If you see what Clara did to me, just because I'm trying to work and take care of my family. And Clara's mom was like, my son, what happened? And Jonathan opened his mouth again and started blowing lies. Your daughter came to my office and was slapping me. He slapped me, and Hans came outside, and Hans was laughing at me. They humiliated me. The only crime I committed is because I just want to work and take care of my family. The daughter was like, Dad, are you sure? My mom slapped you? My mom came to the office, and he looked at the daughter and said, so do you mean I'm lying? The daughter said, no, but my mom, he kept on until he was able to convince both of. In fact, the mother was already convinced. He just kept on until he convinced the daughter. At a point, the daughter was like, no, I can't take this anymore. I can't take it. My mother humiliating my father. I can't. I think I need to go to the restaurant. And Mr. Jonathan was like, do you think it's necessary? In his heart, he's pushing the girl to, he has succeeded. The girl said, yes, Dad, I can't take this. I'm going immediately. And the girl left. Before the girl could get to the restaurant, Clara has gone to seek advice from somebody that is dealing with her without her knowing. Clara invited Debbie, telling Debbie everything that has happened, how Jonathan came and lied, and she went to slap Hanks only to find out that Hanks was innocent of everything. And Debbie was like, why is your husband so evil? How can you allow him to do that? And Debbie now told him that one thing I'm going to advise you is that don't forget that Hanks is your destiny helper, a man that have come to help you. In all you do, make sure you don't have issue with him. How can Jonathan be this evil? I'm like, look at Debbie. And Debbie even advised Clara to go and apologize and make peace with Hanks. And Clara was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And Debbie suggested that I can even accompany you and go with you to apologize to Hanks. But Clara acted smart. It was as if like she knows something. And Clara said, thank you so much, but don't worry. I can handle it. I know exactly what to do. Immediately, Debbie's face changed. She was like, because at that point, I think she was trying to get access to Hanks. You want to go and help so that after the apology, you will go back to the office and start your evil. So guys, after that, the Clara was still in the restaurant taking orders. She was on call taking orders from people when the daughter barged in so rudely and was like, Mom, how could you? And Clara immediately switched off the phone and was like, young lady, what is it? How dare you barge into my office like that? And she was like, Mom, how can you go to my father's office and started slapping him? How can you do that? Why are you humiliating my father? This girl started finishing the mother. If you see, she didn't even allow the mother to talk because Jonathan has manipulated her mind. And this is exactly what Jonathan wants, to make everybody dislike Clara. And the mother was like, oh, what you are accusing me is exactly what you are doing. You came into my office, into my restaurant and start attacking me without hearing anything from me. How dare you to interfere into the issue I have? So I don't have the right to have issue with my husband again. And the daughter was like, is that what gives you the right to go and be slapping my daddy in the office? How dare you? The mother was like, you see, you know what? You will leave my restaurant now, because if you don't, I'm going to deal with you. I'm going to call the security to throw you out. And she was like, Mom, this girl kept, if you see how this girl was like lashing the mother. But I love one thing about Clara. Clara stood her ground firmly. She didn't even give her that speech. She asked her to disappear from her restaurant, or else she would throw her. Some mothers would have started crying, being emotional, but she stood firmly and asked her, disappear. I gave birth to you. You don't tell me what to do. And she immediately left. I don't really blame her, because having a manipulator is very dangerous. They have a way of playing with people's mind. They can manipulate you until you believe them. And that is what is actually happening to Benny. I just feel for what's her name, Clara, at this point, because she's just alone. The only person that's still standing beside her genuinely is Hanks. So guys, after that, later in the day, Hanks came back and was having conversation with the mother in the living room. And the mother asked him, are you now happy with all this thing that is happening? And Hanks said, Mom, I'm not happy. You needed to see what Clara was going through today. Now I know that this girl is really, really, really suffering. I don't know what to do. And the mother said, you know, there's something you can do. And he asked the mother, what is it? The mother said, fire her, Jonathan. It is so sad. I know it's not easy for you employing your ex-husband. I know you are doing it for the love you have for her, but fire him. Forget about them. Move on with your life. You have done enough. And Hans told the mother, pump and plain, Mom, do you think I can let go of Clara? Do you think I can ever let go of Clara? The mother said, yes. And Hank said, I wish I can just turn back the hand of time. I will just take my Clara back and start life again. Like, Hans told the mother that he was so mean and angry at Clara, not because he was angry, but it was out of love. The love that Hans has for Clara. And now I don't even know. I'm just wishing they end up together, because Jonathan is a failure in marriage. Jonathan does not deserve to be anybody's partner. What kind of a man is that? Like, I'm really feeling for Clara. After that, later in the night, Clara went home. A woman all alone fighting her battle. On getting home, the mother was in the living room with the manipulator and the gossiper. When Clara came in and the mother asked her, where are you coming from? The mother said, Mommy, Clara said, how can you ask me this question? I'm coming from my restaurant. And the mother was like, the restaurant that you left to go and slap your husband in the office. What kind of a child are you? And Clara was like, Jonathan, why are you like this? Why are you so manipulative like this? Why? In fact, everything that Clara was trying to explain to the mother, the Clara even went ahead to tell the mother, Mom, do you know that I later find out that everything Jonathan said that Hans did to him was all lies. I went to meet with some of the employees and employers in that company, and they told me that it was all lies. And the mother was like, and you think I should believe you? So you expect me to believe these cheap lies? And Jonathan was like, no, yes, Mom, I trust you, Mom, I trust you. And Clara turned on the husband and said, all these things you are doing, one thing I want to let you know is that I have lost myself so many times in this marriage, and I'm not ready to keep losing myself again. I've picked up myself. I'm an independent woman. I'm financially okay now. I can take care of my home. One thing you should do is, instead of being around the house, looking around, gossiping, manipulating people, use your time to go and hustle and take care of your family than being a cheap manipulator. And Jonathan, Mama, what did I do now? Mama, did I do anything? And Mama was like, you didn't do anything, my son. I don't know who my daughter is talking to. My daughter is talking to people that are teaching her bad things. That is what I see here. Guys, indeed, manipulators are so evil and dangerous. My question is, are there really people like this in real life? People that can manipulate situations like this? What will Jonathan gain in all these things? Jonathan, you have a golden opportunity. You got a job that is paying you more than even when you were the big Joe. Jonathan, because you want to destroy your wife, you have destroyed yourself. You have destroyed your relationship with your daughter. You destroyed the relationship your wife have with the daughter, the mother, everything. And you think you will escape out of this thing smiling. Listen, Jonathan, Clara will escape. Clara will come out victorious, and you, a time is coming where all those people you think you have manipulated, they will know who you are. That is one thing. Karma is real. When you think you are doing. A time is coming when those people will realize who you really are, and you will be the person to use your head to carry all your evil and be going to anywhere you want to go. But you see this Clara that you are doing everything to destroy, you will not destroy. And maybe before you will see Clara gets married to Hans, living beautiful and happily ever. If you want Clara and Hanks to end up together, because at this point, what Clara and Jonathan has is not marriage, please leave it in the comment section. Why we wait for the next episode and still know why Hanks is still keeping Jonathan in that office, because it doesn't make sense. Share your thoughts in the comment section, what you think about today's episode. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I will see you in the next one. For now, bye.